Hockey fans, the Michigan Girls High School Hockey League playoffs is live and on the air as we are here from the Arctic edge of Canton, and we have, there was already a game starting at 4 o'clock, so things have already kicked off. We have a second crew doing that. My name is Mark Wiseman. I have the privilege of being here for this game scheduled at 5:30 between Washtenaw United and Bloomfield-Birmingham, the Blackhawks. Taking a look at Bloomfield-Birmingham, they were 13-11-0, third in Group B this regular season, and Washtenaw was 18-8-0, first in Group B between the teams. Taking a look at the schedules, these two teams did play once, as that was back at the 12th of January, and that was at the, I think that's the Dearborn Skating Club, and that game was a win by Bloomfield-Birmingham. That was a 5-2 win. So we'll see what happens in this. Taking a look at the last 5 games, as Washtenaw United has a 5 game win streak going. They beat Mercy by a score of 1-0 back on the 14th of February. They beat Down River United by a score of 4-3 back on the 16th of February. On the 17th of February, they beat Cransbrook Kingswood by a score of 4-3. On the 19th of February, they beat Ann Arbor Pioneer. We broadcast that game 8-3. And then they beat Troy United by a score of 8-0 back on the 21st of February. Taking a look at the last 5 games, as Washtenaw United of 6-1 back on the 8th of February. They beat Grosse Pointe North by a score of, they lost to Grosse Pointe North by a score of 4-1 that on February 9th. They beat Walled Lake Wild 2-1 on the 16th, and they lost to University Liggett 2-1 back on February 23rd. The winner of this game advances, and they will play Grosse Pointe South. Just one moment. An 883 save percentage. Again, take that to save percentage for whatever it is worth out there. So we have a number of games going on today. The one Division II game already was going at 4 o'clock, and that's happening right now in the other rink. We do have on the Arbor Broadcasting website, we should have, if you go to the Michigan Girls High School Hockey League playoffs, we should have out there. What you should have is a place that has all of the games on one, and then if you go down, there's one for one rink, one for another out there. So we are looking to get going pretty quickly here, as we're hoping that my bandwidth will keep us going here. As we're going to hope that everything goes well, as we're having a little bandwidth issue, but that's okay. So that should come up, hopefully. And we have both squads out here taking a look. Washtenaw United is in their white home sweaters with the blue and the yellow across the middle. Numbers in back on white and on the sleeves. They have the blue pants and the dark helmets going across with the Washtenaw crest on the front. Taking a look at the other side, as the Blackhawks have their darker jerseys with the numbers in purple accents on the front and on the sleeves. And taking a look across the top, I believe they have their team name right across the top diagonally. So the darker jerseys are going to be Bloomfield-Birmingham, and the lighter jerseys are Washtenaw United. As a full house coming in, good crowd today out here. Love to see this. It's a large number of folks out here on both sides. As we're counting down 28 seconds left of this nice, wonderful Nice, wonderful pregame here. As again, hoping that if we do have some issues here with our stream, I'm going to do my best to, I should have it recording, we'll see. As a little issue with the memory card popping up originally, but we'll see about that, and then we'll come in and upload it tomorrow if we have any issues, so long as everything works well. So it's always interesting to find a little internet access in these rinks. You parents who have gone and traveled all over this great state and this great country from rinks to rinks know exactly what I'm talking about. It's always a little bit of a adventure out there finding and getting things going for those rinks out there. So we're about to get ready to go as they're cleaning up all the pucks out here. 15 minutes up on the clock. As it is Washtenaw United, as they are the number 8 seed in Division 1 versus number 9 seed Bloomfield-Birmingham. As, again, we're at the Arctic Edge of Canton this year, as we were out in the Big Boy Arena last year. I think it was 4 years ago that we were last year with the Michigan Girls High School Hockey League playoffs. So now the starting lineup's being announced. Ben Ezra skates out to the blue line, starting for Bloomfield-Birmingham.
Number 20 at forward,
Samaro skates out to the blue line.
At forward, number 16, Paige
Gardner
Gardner.
comes out to the blue line.
On defense, number 19, Abigail Fulton.
Skating out is Fulton.
Also on defense, number 9, Lily Amon.
And that's going to be Lily Amon coming out to the blue line.
In goal, number 3, Birdie Parker.
As Birdie Parker, the goalkeeper for Bloomfield-Birmingham.
And now, the lineup for your home team, Washtenaw.
As they have Hills diagonally across the front.
Number 26, Kaylee Milligan.
Milligan starting for Washtenaw United.
At forward, number 12, Lucy Sweeney.
Sweeney skates out to the blue line starting for Washtenaw United.
Number 14, Daphne Grant.
Grant skates out to the blue line for Washtenaw United.
On defense, number 15, Abby Schroeder.
Schroeder comes out starting for Washtenaw United on defense.
Number 27, Bryn Garland.
Gordon comes out to the blue line, the other starting defender.
Net, number 1, Trissa Tracy.
And Tracy, the starting goalkeeper for Washtenaw United.
Now we kindly ask that you please rise.
As now, ladies and gentlemen, to honor America, the playing of the national anthem. As we are about to get these playoffs here started, taking a look again, the winner of this game will advance to play on Saturday, the 1st of March, which is when the next set of games are being played. There's 8 of them here at the Arctic Edge of Canton. It will be taking on Grosse Pointe South, the number 1 seed, at 6 p.m. on Saturday. The winner here advances to that game. So we'll see exactly what happens. Both of these squads with high hopes and high expectations coming into this game. Washtenaw United, state champions from last year. One of the 2 state champions. University will get the other state champion. Right? I think so. I'll double check that. I know it was Washtenaw United. Sorry, it's been a year. We've done a few games since then. Thank you, everyone, for the congratulations on our 1,000th game, which we broadcast about a week and a half ago. Very proud of that and excited to be here as face-off right at center ice. Ready to take it in there is Sweeney on one side and Samaro on the other. Coming ahead, here comes Washtenaw United. Grant with a shot. That deflects in along the end boards. Grant chases it back behind into the far corner. That lifted all the way back as that'll slide back into the Washtenaw United zone. Racing back, trying to get to it. That picked up back behind and icing the call. Or was that interference? Looked like an interference call. As interference call, Schroeder goes into the box here in the first. As that is at 14:42, and Washtenaw United starts off minus a skater, as it's 5-on-4 for Bloomfield-Birmingham. Puck in the near circle, comes out in along the near boards, trying to fire it ahead is McCullough. McCullough gets it all the way down the ice. So again, there was interference, the call. So 1:40 left to go on the power play. Washtenaw United has it into the near corner of the Bloomfield-Birmingham zone. Trying to pull that away back over there is Samaro. Puck in along the far boards, back to the far point. Held in there by Washtenaw United. Trying to chip it ahead back over there was Sasel. The puck in along the far boards. Again, Sasel trying to keep it in. Now here comes Bloomfield-Birmingham. Coming down the far boards. That knocked away by Grant. Coming ahead with it. Gaining the zone is, that's pulled over and brought in by Sweeney. Sweeney has it in along the end boards. 1 minute, 8 seconds left to go on the Bloomfield-Birmingham power play. As that puck outside the far circle. Tip back, and here comes Bloomfield-Birmingham racing ahead down the near boards. Coming ahead with it. Here comes Samaro as there's a collision right at the blue line. As here comes Washtenaw United, fired ahead by Gordon. Now that brought in along the far boards as Isabella, trying to get, excuse me, I think that was Clark who had that back. That was a 6, not an 8. Pulled back behind, 40 seconds left to go. Washtenaw United. Gordon tips it ahead. That fired right back in by Morrissey. Morrissey gets it right back into the far corner. And tipped, centered up into the slot. Oh, good shot to tip it away. Is coming in, trying to get a shot away back there was Kulasima. That puck all the way back into the Bloomfield-Birmingham end. And picked up back over there by White. White in along the end boards. Pair of Bloomfield-Birmingham defenders there trying to pull that away. Back over there was Kulasima. Puck outside the near circle now. Backhanded ahead by Morrissey. That puck all the way back into the Washtenaw United end. 3 seconds left on the Bloomfield-Birmingham power play. Washtenaw United has it back behind their own goal. Sasel bringing it ahead. Washtenaw United back to full strength. 12:35 left to go. As Sasel has it, puts it into the slot. That pulled away. Bloomfield-Birmingham has it coming down the near boards. Racing ahead with it. That fired ahead. As knocked down, right back. Picking up back behind there is Lily Amon. Lily Amon down the far board, spinning back with it as that's Samaro. Samaro down the near boards, racing ahead. Lily Amon has it outside the near circle in the Washtenaw United zone. Tipped right back into the neutral zone. As trying to bring it ahead is Church. That puck in along the near boards. Kulasimo tried to poke it in before she goes off for a line change. Intercepted right at center, bringing it in. As that was Gardner with it, but sent back the other direction. Here comes Washtenaw United. Blast from the far circle. That was a save in along the near boards. As good job by Parker to get that save. Gordon trying to hold it in. Battle for it at the near point. Church trying to dig it out of there. Still trying to pull it away outside the near circle. Coming in trying to lever that out of there as well as Gardner. Puck now back into the neutral zone. Gordon has it for Washtenaw United. That fired all the way back deep into Bloomfield-Birmingham's end, into the far corner. Sent all the way around the boards, trying to pick that up is Gardner outside the near circle. Gardner slide. She ends up losing an edge. Sweeney, topped up at the top. As Sweeney had it, that puck into the far corner with it. Trying to pull it out of the far corner over there is Honer. Now back into the neutral zone. Racing ahead with it was Benezra. Now that puck pulled in by Gardner into the slot. Poked back away. Washtenaw United trying to chase it in along the near boards. That's brought ahead by Gordon. Gordon gets it ahead. Clark racing over, but that will be icing and head right back into the Washtenaw United end. 10:51 left to go here in the first. Scoreless. 0-0 is our score currently between these two squads here at the Arctic Edge of Canton. Fantastic crowd out here. I love seeing a big full arena for these fantastic athletes. Face off in the near face off circle. That chipped right into the slot, pulling it away. Coming the other direction is Marini down the far boards. Bloomfield-Birmingham trying to fire it right back in. Marini down in along the far boards, right in front of her own bench, chipping it away, trying to pull that in. Over there is Maya Amon. And that comes back to the blue line. Bloomfield-Birmingham controls it there, fires it ahead as that's brought in by Brush. Brush. Collision right in front of the official as two players go down. McCullough in there as well as that sent all the way down into the Bloomfield-Birmingham end. That will be icing and head right back into Washtenaw United's side. 10:15 left to go here in the first. Scoreless between these two teams. Again, the winner advances to play on Saturday, Grosse Pointe South, as that is a 6 p.m. game. We will have 8 games here on Saturday at the Arctic Edge of Canton. If you're interested in seeing some fantastic hockey, come on down. You've still got 3 more games tonight, too. So that puck, top of the near circle, trying to knock it out of there was Milligan. Now coming ahead with it. Grant with it, trying to get it back over. That fired, save, and that goes in as that's a score. Grant with the initial shot, as we'll see exactly who got that, but Washtenaw United takes the 1-0 lead here, as it does look like that was Milligan who put it in. So at the 10-minute mark, it's a goal by Washtenaw United. Milligan puts that in at 10 minutes. We'll see if there is, I'll try and hear if, what the assists were. As that puck, Sweeney trying to win it right at center ice. Good job trying to battle away by the Blackhawks. Puck getting along the far boards. Racing back into the far corner. Washtenaw United trying to pick that up as that's Schroeder with it. I believe Grant should have gotten the assist. Couldn't quite tell as that puck getting along the airports from the amazing cheers from this crowd as Lily Amon brings it in, and Lily Amon outside, and that's going to be offsides as she was held up just enough to create an offside there. They'll come out of the Washtenaw United zone as there is a penalty hooking call. Don't see anyone in the box. I swear they just announced a hooking call, but I see nothing's on the scoreboard, so I must have been hearing things. Face off right at center ice. In taking the face off is at Samaro for Bloomfield-Birmingham. Now fired ahead over there by Lily Amon. Puck back outside the near circle in the Bloomfield-Birmingham zone. Now all the way across. Gathered up, coming down the far boards. Here comes Kulasima. Kulasima has it. Kulasimo that brought back in, chasing it. As that Samaro in along the far boards. Controlled. Washtenaw United trying to tip it out of the slot. Now racing in with it. Benezra on the far circle. That off the side of the net as that comes into the near corner. Hand raised by the official. Looks like that's going to be a holding call at 8:52. As into the box, that's going to be a penalty on Washtenaw United. As into the box goes Cecil. As that is going to be holding. So with 8:56, Washtenaw United short a player again, 5-on-4 for Bloomfield-Birmingham. Washtenaw United was able to kill off the first power play the Bloomfield-Birmingham had. They tip it out, racing ahead with it. Here comes Grant. Grant outside the near circle. Grant coming in. Grant with a shot. As that puck all the way back to the far point. Here comes Bloomfield-Birmingham as Samaro has it. Samaro, top of the far circle. That fired, comes all the way outside the near circle. Trying to pull that away is Ben Ezra. Ben Ezra gets it. High slot now, that all the way back as Samaro has it. Right at her own blue line. Samaro down the far boards. That gathered up there. Trying to fire it in deep as the puck goes into the far corner. Trying to bring it around as that's Schroeder with it. Schroeder sends it down the near boards, and that will be cleared. 8:10 left to go here in the first. 1:12 left to go here in the power play for Bloomfield-Birmingham. 1-0. Washtenaw United with the lead. The puck down the near boards. Bloomfield-Birmingham trying to get it deep into the Washtenaw United zone. Sweeney has it back behind her own goal, coming in along from the near side to the far side. Sweeney bringing it, trying to get over on blue line. Sweeney over center ice. Sweeney races ahead with it. Top of the near circle. That chipped. Trying to get it out in front, all the way back into the far corner. As Gordon trying to get a puck on it. There's a whistle in the far corner. 44 seconds left to go on the Bloomfield-Birmingham power play. But there is a slashing call, and into the box goes Walters for slashing. As now it'll be 4-on-4 hockey for 44 seconds. Then Washtenaw United will have their first power play for 1:16. If I can do some basic math, I don't guarantee that. Face off in the far face-off circle. That is going to be to Parker's left in the Bloomfield-Birmingham end. As that puck in along the end boards, Church into the far corner. Church takes a wide angle shot that comes all the way outside the near circle. Gathered up, fired all the way down the ice by Ben Ezra. As that comes into the far corner. Conrad has it there. Conrad trying to get to that. That chipped away by Tracy. Gathered up now, bringing it down the near boards is Church. Church gets it ahead. Here comes White. White gains the zone for Washtenaw United. White outside the near circle. White in along the end board. 16 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. Gathered up down the near boards, and that's fired right into the neutral zone. Gathered up there, trying to bring it right back in is McCullough. As that puck goes right back behind the Bloomfield-Birmingham goal. Gathering it up, Lily Amon has it down the near boards. That right back into the neutral zone. As there was two penalties, at that same time. So Washtenaw United now back to full strength. It's a 5-on-3 as it was two penalties as Arnkoff went into the box as well. So that cleared all the way back by Bloomfield-Birmingham. 54 seconds left on a 5-on-3 as that's picked up back behind. Gordon bringing it ahead. Here comes Grant at center ice. Two defenders in front of her. Grant gains his own. Top of the near circle, trying to fire it over. That loose in the slot. Racing back over to get it is Sweeney outside the far circle, back to the far point. Schroeder has it there. Schroeder trying to chip it deep. 33 seconds left to go on the 5-on-3. Skating in. That chipped as that'll come over. Sweeney had the shot. That comes outside the near circle. And coming ahead is Clark, ended up down on the ice. Bloomfield-Birmingham fires it all the way back deep. Washtenaw United with the 1-0 lead. They have 15 seconds left on the 5-on-3 power play. They slide it right to the blue line now, racing ahead. Here comes Sweeney. Sweeney over center ice. Has Grant to her left. Slides over to Grant. Grant takes a shot as that is gobbled up by Parker. 3 seconds left on a 5-on-3 as it was a 4-on-3 earlier due to the 44 seconds of 4-on-3. Then it went to a 5-on-3. Still a big momentum boost if Bloomfield-Birmingham can kill off this penalty. Face-off in the near face-off circle. 3 seconds left on that penalty. Church in to take the face-off. On the other side, looks like it is going to be Morrissey. Puck now in along the near boards. Top of the near circle, bringing it out. Racing ahead with it is Gardner. Sent right back in as Lily Amon has it in the slot. Lily Amon sends it down. Knocked down as trying to keep it in by Honer, and that brought all the way back out. Penalty has expired. Both teams back to full strength as the puck all the way back into the far corner. Sent that way by Cecil. Now into the near corner with it. Trying to dig it out of there is Milligan. Milligan trying to fire it out in front. That puck outside the near circle. Brought back to the blue line. One-timer. That got deflected out as that was a blast back over there by Fulton. Now coming down the far boards. Here comes Washtenaw United. Church has it into the far corner. Church trying to feed it back. Battle for it in that far corner as a trio of Bloomfield-Birmingham players trying to pull that away. Slid back outside the far circle. And trying to pull that back, chip back to the far point. Schroeder holds it in. That shot deflected. High slot coming in. Gordon with the shot. Back glove down and covered up by Parker. 4:40 left to go here in the first. 1-0 Washtenaw United with the lead here at the Michigan Girls High School Hockey League playoffs. Thank you for joining us. We're very, very grateful for your support of all of these amazing players and all these amazing teams. Face off in the far face-off circle. Out to take the face off there. I think that's Morse C. It is for Bloomfield-Birmingham. On the other side, I believe that's White. Puck back there into the far corner. Now top of the far circle, trying to keep it in. As that puck outside the far circle, grabbing it back there is Clark. Clark back to the far point. Now that slid over into the near point. McCullough sends it back deep in along the end boards. Clark goes back behind the goal from the near side to the far side. Top of the far circle, trying to get it out there is Woljan. Back into the neutral zone, spinning with it, trying to fire it right back in. As Washtenaw United is that puck outside the far circle. Now coming in, Clark with the shot, save there as that's chipped over the crossbar. Comes into the near corner with it. Clark spinning with it. All the way back over. Excuse me, that's Issel with it back behind. That'll come down the near boards. Here comes Bloomfield-Birmingham as they try and fire it. Fulton trying to put it back deep, but that fired from the wrong side of center ice. They'll go right back into the Bloomfield-Birmingham end. 1-0 Washtenaw United with the lead. 3:52 left to go here in the first. Big 5-on-3 penalty killed off by Bloomfield-Birmingham. They're looking to cash in on that momentum. Washtenaw United would love to get their second goal here and take away that momentum. Samaro in to take the face off. Grant on the other side. Puck into the near corner. Sweeney trying to get that as Clasimo has it. Now that's sent into the slot. Grabbed, fired out by Cecil into the far corner with that. Grant trying to pull it away. That right out in front. Tip back to the near point. That'll go back into the neutral zone. Cecil sets it up. Back into the Washtenaw United end. Conrad into the far corner, trying to avoid heavy pressure back there by Ben Ezra. 3:25 left to go here in the first. Trying to get it out of there. That held in by Bloomfield-Birmingham. And Samaro had it. That back to the blue line. Here comes Sweeney. Sweeney racing ahead with it. One of the Bloomfield-Birmingham players lost an edge. There's a shot that comes all the way outside the near circle. Again, a great save by Parker. Trying to put it back deep is Milligan. Comes into the high slot. Backhanded shot there by Grant. Back in along the end boards. Picked up down the near boards. Trying to pull that away as battling back there Milligan. And a whistle with 2:55 left to go. The net came off of the moorings. They'll get that reset. They're going to bring that, I believe, out into the neutral zone. They'll bring it right back to center ice, it looks like. 2:55 left to go here in the first. It's Clarkin taking the face off. Working against on the other side was Randall. Puck coming down right at center ice down the far boards into the Washtenaw United end. That chip back away. Church trying to get to it. As trying to bring it right back in over there was Walters. Now here comes Washtenaw United, top of the far circle. Shot as that's covered up. Shot there by White. And another good save by Parker. 1-0 with 2:36 left to go here in the first. Face off in the far face off circle. That to Parker's left. One back to the far point by Clark. And puck back into the near corner, trying to pull it around the near corner. Gordon trying to pinch at the near point. And right at the blue line. Owner trying to hold it in as that's fired all the way across. Fired over by Golden. And slid right to the blue line and into the neutral zone. Washtenaw United has to touch up, and that'll be an offside. That'll come outside into the, I believe, far face-off circle just outside of the Bloomfield-Birmingham zone with 2:15 left to go here in the first. 1-0 Washtenaw United with the lead. Sweeney in to take the face-off. On the other side is Samaro. And sent back control by Bloomfield-Birmingham down the far boards of the neutral zone. Now racing ahead, Ben Ezra knocked away. Ben Ezra fires it into the Washtenaw United zone. Collected there, bringing it ahead. Here comes Cecil trying to put it over in along the far boards. And puck, and chips back outside the near circle. Here comes Bloomfield-Birmingham. Trying to move it out of the zone is Gardner. As that pull back in along the near boards of the Washtenaw United zone. Trying to bring it in. Samaro has it into the near corner. Pulled right back behind into the far corner. Chipping around as Ben Ezra has it back behind the Washtenaw United goal. Now fed ahead by Cecil. And pulled ahead. Here comes White for Washtenaw United. White gains the zone. Tipped back to the far point, but White holds it in. Fires it all the way back in along the end boards of the Bloomfield-Birmingham zone. As Lily Amon has it back there underneath the far circle. Rims it all the way around outside the near circle, trying to get it over to Gardner. Gardner back into the neutral zone. Gardner over center ice and brought in. Here comes Ben Ezra with it as that's pulled away in along the near boards. Washtenaw United gets it back into the neutral zone. Picked up by Lily Amon. Lily Amon ricochets it off the glass on the near side, all the way back deep in along the end boards, the Washtenaw United end. Back over trying to get to it. Gordon back behind her own goal. As that's sent right back over by Gardner, back behind the Washtenaw United goal, in along the far boards. As trying to hold it in at the far point is Morrissey. And puck chips right back into the slot, now bringing it ahead. Here comes Gordon for Washtenaw United over center ice. Gordon gains his own, top of the near circle. 33 seconds left to go here in the first. 1-0 Washtenaw United. There is a whistle. Raised hand by the official with 29 seconds left to go here in the first. That is going to be into the box goes Morrissey. So Bloomfield-Birmingham with a penalty. That at 29 seconds left to go. Face-off in the near face-off circle. That is to Parker's right. Washtenaw United with a 5-on-4 power play. Looks like that's going to be Honer in to take the face-off. On the other side is Arnkoff. And puck into the far corner. Church with it. 24 seconds left to go. As that puck out on the side of the net, far side now, coming back underneath the near circle with it. Church trying to feed it back to the near point. Over to Cecil. And held in at the high slot. Conrad onto the far corner. Conrad back as she tries to fire it right out in front. Picked up back behind. Honer trying to get to it. 4 seconds left. Now Cecil has it. That lifted all the way down, and that will do it for the first at the end of one. It is 1-0. Washtenaw United with the lead over Bloomfield-Birmingham as they will not resurface the ice on this first intermission. We'll see if they do it on the second one. Always depends on these playoffs. But that'll be a 1 minute 31 second power play continuing for Washtenaw United. Let's play just a little quick music here, and we will be right back with your second period action. We'll pull that right down is because we're already right back to action here As Washtenaw United now going from left to right. Bloomfield-Birmingham going from right to left. It's Tracy down to our left, Parker down to our right. Face off right at center ice as Washtenaw United has a 1 minute 31 second power play. Puck in along the near boards, racing back. Lily Amon trying to get to it. Puck into the near corner as Grant trying to dig it out of there. And the puck right back behind the Bloomfield-Birmingham goal. Sent along the far boards, picked up there as trying to fire it all the way back deep was Samaro. And into the Washtenaw United end it goes. Picked up back behind by Gordon. As Gordon has it back behind her own goal, sends it down the far boards. Intercepted. Samaro has it right at her own blue line. Samaro coming down the near board. Samaro trying to fire it back deep. She loses an edge as that's put back right back behind the Washtenaw United goal into the far corner. Pulled up over there by Schroeder. Now in along the near boards, racing ahead with it. Here comes Gordon. Gordon over on blue line, feeds it down the near boards. Grant trying to pick it up now, sent the other direction. Lily Amon with it. Lily Amon ricochets it all the way back. 40 seconds left to go in the Washtenaw United power play. And puck in along the near boards. The lone goal came in 5-on-5 hockey. So that puck down in along the near boards. Here comes Grant over center ice. Grant banks it all the way back deep into the Bloomfield-Birmingham zone with 20 seconds left to go. Lily Amon trying to get to it. Sweeney lost her stick back behind the goal as that's fired all the way down. Skitters on edge all the way back deep into the Washtenaw United zone. 13 seconds left to go on the power play. In along the near boards now. That gathered up is trying to bring it back in was Ben Ezra. Sent back to the near point. Lily Amon holding it in. Trying to dig it out of there is Grant. Grant gets it back into the neutral zone. Penalty has expired. Bloomfield-Birmingham back to full strength. Puck into the near corner. Lily Amon trying to dig it out of there. Big collision back there. It's a pair of players end up down on the ice. That is going to be a whistle. 13-15 left to go. Illegal body check is the call. As White goes into the box. As now Bloomfield-Birmingham goes on the power plays. Face-off will be in the near face-off circle. That to Tracy's right. As in to take the face-off is the captain, Samaro, for Bloomfield-Birmingham. On the other side is Honer. Puck back into the far corner as play a little Chapel Roan, and you can hear some of the folks singing once that comes out. As Cecil back behind her own goal sends it along down the far board. Samaro back to the far point for Bloomfield-Birmingham. She comes high slot now onto the far circle. Samaro trying to get it all the way across. There's a one-timer from the near circle. That deflected all the way out. Samaro puts it right back in along the end boards. Cecil trying to pull it away as that puck into the near corner. Racing over trying to get to it is Walters. As that comes onto the near circle, Walters taking a shot. That knuckleball's in along the far side of the crease. Battle for it back over there. The official looking as it comes all the way back outside the far circle. Picking it up. Here comes Washtenaw United. Pulled away. Walters has it. Top of the far circle. That puck in along the end boards now. 1:09 left to go in the Bloomfield-Birmingham power play. Samaro sends it into the far corner. That all the way back. Top of the near circle coming in. There's a shot over there by Walters. Knocked down, pulled away in the slot. Here comes Cecil. Cecil ricochets it all the way down the ice into the Bloomfield-Birmingham zone. 50 seconds left to go on the Bloomfield-Birmingham power play. 1-0 Washtenaw United with the lead. Puck in along the near boards. Bringing ahead is Ben Ezra trying to get it over to Morrissey. Morrissey lost an edge and the puck coming down the far boards. Here comes Bloomfield-Birmingham as Grant has it into the far corner. Grant and along the end boards. Grant that slips outside the near circle. Picked up by Sweeney. Back to the near point. Schroeder with the blast. That tipped out in front. Moose, high slot, now pulled away the other direction. Here comes Ben Ezra. Ben Ezra trying to take advantage of the last 17 seconds of the power play. Ben Ezra, top of the far circle. That puck all the way outside the near circle, in along the near boards. As Morrissey has it, and deflects outside the far circle. Into the far corner now. And held in by Culisimo. Knocked away. Here comes. Power play has expired. As Washtenaw United back to full strength. Sweeney has it top of the near circle. Backhands it deep in along the end boards. That's sent around by Culisimo outside the far circle. Now Bloomfield-Birmingham gets it into the neutral zone. Brought right back in, but offside the call. 10:56 left to go here in the second. 1-0 Washtenaw United with the lead here. Face off in the far face-off circle just in front of the Washtenaw United bench. As Clark to take the face off. Trying to see the number on the other side as that was Morrissey. Puck goes back into the far corner of the Bloomfield-Birmingham end. Trying to dig it out there is Clusimo. Puck now into the near corner. Morrissey with it. Morrissey trying to ricochet it off the near boards as that back into the neutral zone. Battling for it is Cecil trying to grab that. Now Clark sends it right back deep into the Bloomfield-Birmingham end. Picked up by Lily Amon. Lily Amon back behind her own goal. Lily Amon trying to get away from White back there as it's 10:27 left to go here in the second. Lily Amon now getting a little steam over center ice. Fires it as that's tipped all the way back deep by Samaro. Puck into the far corner. Trying to dig that out of there. McCullough back to the far point but held in by Samaro. Loose high slot picked up by White. Now White heading the other direction. White slides across. As McCullough Milligan trying to tip that as that comes back. Grab, top of the far circle, Sweeney with it. Sweeney trying to get a shot away. Getting a piece of it was Lily Amon as that puck into the far corner. 9:51 left to go here in the second. Bloomfield-Birmingham controls as they fire it, trying to get it over to Wolgin. Wolgin loses an edge. Leopold has it right at center ice. Now that move down. Gathered up, bringing it in. Here comes Church. Church, top of the near circle. That fired all the way down. As puck now into the near corner. Up into the netting. That'll be a face-off in the Bloomfield-Birmingham end with 9:25 left to go here in the second. 1-0. Washtenaw United with the lead with a trip to the game Saturday. 6 o'clock game here in this same rink versus Grosse Pointe South. Face-off in the near face-off circle. Clarkin to take the face-off. On the other side as that's pulled around by Samaro. Puck into the far corner. Racing over trying to get to it is Morini. Puck outside the near circle now. Clark with it there. Trying to hold it in is Schroeder. Now bringing it down the near boards. And fired back deep by Ben Ezra into the Washtenaw United end. Gathering it up back behind is Gordon. Gordon. That moved in along the far board. Now that slides all the way back deep into the Bloomfield-Birmingham end. Picked up there by Walters. Walters goes back behind her own goal underneath the near circle. Ricochets it off the near board. Clark trying to get to it. Battle for it right at the near point as that was Schroeder battling with Ben Ezra. Puck into the far corner. Now Bloomfield-Birmingham trying to get it out of the zone. That puck outside the far circle. Tipped back over there. Trying to dig it out of there was Marini. And all the way back into the Washtenaw United end. Gordon has it there. Stolen away as working with it. Gardner into the far corner. Goes right back behind the Washtenaw United goal. Gathered in along the near boards. Trying to chip it away as that is Samaro with it. Out in front as Tracy gets it and covers it up. Good opportunity for Bloomfield-Birmingham. Tracy able to get a glove on it and frees that puck with 8:15 left to go here in the first. As the puck in along the far boards now. Loose as that comes all the way down the ice. There we go. As puck into the far corner. Hopefully that didn't had a little bit of an issue with our internet there. Hopefully that didn't cause any issues. Puck into the far corner. 8:15 left to go. Trying to pull it away. Loose on the far circle. Trying to walk her way in there is Milligan. And all the way back to the far point. Now the puck to the blue line. Washtenaw United fires it down the far boards. Grant trying to fire it back in deep. Lily Amon chases it back behind her own goal in along the end boards. 8:13 left to go. That brought ahead by Lily Amon. Lily Amon ricochets it back into the neutral zone. Clark there trying to knock it away. Comes back to the blue line as Cecil fires it right all the way through. Gathered up as delayed offsides fired right to the blue line. Trying to feed it the other direction is McCullough. As that puck now all the way back, right back behind the goal. Trying to pick it up back over there, Lily Amon, as there's a big collision back behind the goal and along the end line. That's going to result in a power play. That's going to be a roughing call at 7:40. As Bloomfield-Birmingham back on the power play, into the box goes, was that Church? I believe that was Church into the box for roughing. Bloomfield-Birmingham on the power play, 7:40 left to go here. Face-off in the near face-off circle. That is to Tracy's right. 1-0, Washtenaw United with the lead. Bloomfield-Birmingham trying to get this game tied up. As that puck all the way back, Samaro wins it into the near corner. That back to the near point with it is Walters. Walters feeds it top of the far circle. Trying to skate her way in, that all the way across. There's a missing glove right in the slot and covered up by Tracy. 1:45 left to go on the power play to Bloomfield-Birmingham. 7:24 left to go here in the second. Face-off in the near face-off circle. That to Tracy's right. Sweeney in to take the face-off. Samaro on the other side. And all to the right of Tracy. That puck loose, picked up. Here comes Washtenaw United as that's cleared all the way down by Schroeder. That'll end up being a shot on goal. Covered up back over there by Parker. As Parker will just hold on to it as the time didn't start ticking. Now it doesn't. They'll stop it. And these type of tournaments take a lot of volunteers, including those who run the scoreboard and more. So thank you to everyone who volunteered to help this tournament come into play. Sweeney in to take the faceoff versus Samaro. Puck. Schroeder trying to hold it in. That comes down the near boards. Gathered up by Sweeney at center ice. Chips it over to Grant. Grant drains the zone. Grant top of the far circle. Grant trying to get it back into the far corner. Collision pulled down. And Bloomfield-Birmingham chips it all the way down. I believe that was Morrissey who got it back into the neutral zone. Fired right back to the Bloomfield-Birmingham blue line. Samaro had it. Now that controlled in along the far boards. And trying to bring it ahead. That fed right back into the neutral zone. Now brought right back in by Grant, top of the far circle. Grant with a shot. That up all over the crossbar, in along the glass. Gathered up back over there by Walters. Walters down the far board. That lifted all the way, trying to get it ahead. Racing in, Bloomfield-Birmingham with a shot. As that was an excellent opportunity back over there. Good job to try and put that in by Ben Ezra. Now a shot and a goal! As power play goal with 45 seconds left to go. And that was Samaro who put it in, the captain for Bloomfield-Birmingham. And we're all tied up at 1 apiece. That adds 6:25, a power play goal. And we're all knotted up 1-1. Face-off right at center ice. Morrissey in to take the face-off. Clark on the other side. 6:25 left to go here. Lily Amon heads over to the bench. I don't know if she's missing something. So Lily Amon, the fifth player, talking to the coach. The officials talking right at the scorer's bench. Now Lily Amon comes back out, one of the two captains for Bloomfield-Birmingham. Ready to drop the puck. 1-1 is our score. 6:25 left to go here in the second. Face-off right at center ice. That puck in along the near boards, pulled ahead as Cecil gets it right back into the Bloomfield-Birmingham zone. Clark trying to pick it up, poked ahead by Honer. Backhanded to the blue line, that slips past all the way back deep. Racing over, trying to get to it is McCullough. McCullough sends it down the near boards. Lily Amon has it top of the near circle of her own zone. She lifts that ahead. Picked up by Morrissey. Morrissey bringing it into the Washtenaw United zone. Morrissey at the top. That shot from the top of the far circle covered up by Tracy. These two players got tangled up top of the far circle. Honer ended up down on the ice. 5:56 left to go here in the second. 1-1 is our score between these two squads for the opening set of games for the Michigan Girls High School Hockey League playoffs. Face-off in the far face-off circle. That is to Tracy's left. Sweeney in to take the face-off. As Morrissey on the other side. Puck on that far circle. Now pulled right back behind. Racing around with it is Gordon. That puck coming down the far boards. Back through the neutral zone. Slides all the way back deep into the Bloomfield-Birmingham end. That into the far corner. Gathered up by Lily Amon there. Lily Amon trying to avoid pressure back over there by Moraney. Puck into the near corner. Right out in front, pulled away. Lily Amon trying to get it out of there. Now White has it in along the end boards. White battling with Lily Amon, trying to dig it off of the end boards. Back over there. Moraney trying to pull it out of there as well. Puck underneath the far circle. Now racing ahead. That lifted into the Washtenaw United bench. As Morrissey trying to bank it off the boards, and that you got to always have your eyes on play when you're on the bench. Otherwise, you might get a surprise. Face-off in the far face-off circle with 5:12 left to go here in the second. That is going to be to Parker's right. Grant in to take the face-off. Samaro on the other side. Puck outside the far circle. All the way back. Racing back to get it is Gordon. Gordon, man, their own blue line. Gordon trying to avoid pressure from the Blackhawks. Pulled away. Samaro has it the other direction. That outside the far circle. Lifted right back underneath the near circle. And Washtenaw United trying to bring it ahead. Racing over. Here comes Milligan. Milligan over center ice. Milligan bringing it into the Bloomfield-Birmingham zone. Milligan outside the far circle. And collected, picked up. Grant trying to get to it into that far corner. Trying to bring it all the way over. Samaro had it outside the near circle. 4:36 left to go. Tipped right back to the near point, holding it in is Schroeder. Schroeder into the near corner. Grant chases it. Goes right back behind the goal. Clark trying to get it in along the far boards. Bloomfield-Birmingham trying to lever it off of those end boards. Racing back over, trying to get to it is Golden. Puck right out in front as that's tipped away. There's a shot. Parker with the save. Comes underneath the near circle. Backhanded in. There's a shot that got blocked right out in front. Into the far corner. Here comes a penalty as the puck in along the far boards lifted back into the neutral zone. And that is going to be on Washtenaw United. As Grant goes into the box with 4:02 left to go here on a 1-1 game. I did not see what the call was. I'll see if I can get that. 4:02. Washtenaw United shorthanded again with the game tied as Bloomfield-Birmingham was able to score on their last power play. Face-off in the far face-off circle. That to Tracy's left. Controlled. Now Lily Amon, top of the near circle, puts it into the far corner. And trying to pull it out of there. Trying to dig, still battling back there. Cecil trying to get it out of there. Samaro with it. Outside the near circle, that being brought ahead. Racing ahead with it. Here comes Sweeney. Sweeney on a breakaway. Sweeney with a shot. And a short-handed goal by Sweeney at 3:38. That'll be a momentum builder for Washtenaw United. As a short-handed goal always fires folks up. Well, on the Washtenaw United side, of course. 2-1, Washtenaw United takes the lead. 1 minute, 37 seconds left to go in the power play to Bloomfield-Birmingham. So they'll look to try and chip in and get a second power play goal to get this game tied up again. Face off right at center ice. Samaro trying to pull that away. Puck in along the near boards. Racing back to get it is Gardner. Trying to fire it ahead was White. The puck now lifted all the way back. Gathered up. Coming ahead with it. And knocked away into the far corner. Lily Amon trying to pull that back versus Clark as that's pulled the other direction. Clasimo trying to feed it down the far boards. And held in. Gordon with it. Top of the far circle. That shot just goes wide. 1:09 left to go here in the Bloomfield-Birmingham power play. With it ahead as here comes Samaro. Samaro, top of the near circle. Samaro with the shot. And she scores. Samaro power play goal. as Tracy sliding over and just missed it with a blocker. Valiant attempt. But we are tied up again as Bloomfield-Birmingham puts it in. Samaro with the shot as that had 3:01 power play goal. Both of Bloomfield-Birmingham's goals have been on the power play. So the game continues to go back and forth here. 2-2 is our score with 3:01 left to go here in the second. Morrissey in to take the face-off for Bloomfield-Birmingham. Church on the other side for Washtenaw United. Now it's going to be Clark taking the face-off. Is that puck right at center ice, trying to corral it. Down in along the near boards, Morrissey trying to bring it back. Racing back over to get it is Gardner. Now that puck outside the near circle. And fired in by Walters. As that puck will go all the way back to the far point. Picked up there by Fulton. There was a heavy collision as that puck all the way back and along the end boards. There is going to be a penalty at 2:38. Official with his hands raised. As into the box, that will be Fulton. Should be probably a legal body check. .238. The officials talking to the scores box there. Washtenaw United looks like they have their players heading out onto the ice. Not sure if someone called a power or called a timeout. That's going to come right back into the Bloomfield-Birmingham zone. So the officials have everything figured out. Two official system. Hard work for both of those folks. We appreciate them. We cannot have the games you love without them. You don't have to agree with every call the officials make, but if you think you can do a better job, reach out to the Michigan Girls High School Hockey League or your local coach to find out more. Clark in to take the face-off. On the other side is Benezra. .237 left to go here in the second. Washtenaw United with the power play. There's a shot. Covered up and grabbed by Parker. 2-2 is our score. 1:53 left to go in the power play. Tripping was the penalty. Face-off again in the far face-off circle. And to Parker's right. Puck underneath the far circle, trying to pull it away. That back to the blue line, held in by Gordon. Gordon shot top of the slot, now pulled away and covered up. It's high slot there, covered up by Parker. 1:44 left to go in the power play. 2:22 left to go here in the second. 2-2 is our score. Face-off now in the near face-off circle. Samaro in to take the face-off. Clark on the other side. Puck back to Gordon, top of the near circle, trying to pull that away. Racing ahead with it. Here comes Samaro. Samaro down the ice. Samaro, top of the near circle. Samaro with a shot. Blocker save into the far corner by Tracy. That puck will be in the far face-off circle. That to Tracy's left. 1:33 left to go here in the power play. Clark again in to take the face-off versus Samaro. 2:10 left to go here in the second. Puck in along the far boards, racing ahead, trying to chip it ahead. Grant gets it all the way back into the far corner. Now Sweeney trying to peel it away as Lily Amon ends up down on the ice, trying to dig that out of there as Walters. Puck still in along the end board, now into the far corner, trying to move it back behind was and pulled back over. Shot that deflects into the near corner. Racing over, trying to get to it is Sweeney. Sweeney trying to move it back to Schroeder at the near point. That's sent all the way down the ice. 1:02 left to go in the power play. As that picked up and along the near boards, trying to pull it out of there is Gordon. As that all the way back into the neutral zone, gathered up, now racing ahead with it. As here comes Honer. Honer, top of the far circle. Honer with a shot. That goes just a little high into the near corner. Trying to dig it out of there If that's Church in there battling, Church trying to come away with it, battling with Walters. Puck in along the end board. Now Honer into the far corner. Honer trying to dig out of the far corner, top of the far circle. That's sent to the far side of the goal. Now chipped into the near corner. Controlled by Church. Back to Schroeder, top of the near circle. Schroeder with a knuckleball shot. And covered up by Parker. 20 seconds left in the power play to Washtenaw United. 57.9 seconds left to go here in the second. 2-2 is our score. Face-off in the near face-off circle. Honer in to take the face-off. Samaro on the other side, but whistle. They'll redrop the puck. 56.9 seconds left to go in the period. 19 seconds left in the Washtenaw United power play. Both of the Bloomfield-Birmingham goals have been on the power play. Washtenaw United scored 5-on-5. Then they scored shorthanded. They have not scored on the power play yet. That puck, top of the far circle, trying to pull it away. That right back into the neutral zone, fired there by Ben Ezra. Collected as Cecil sending it down the far boards. 9 seconds left in the power play. Puck, top of the far circle, now fired all the way around. Lily Amon trying to get it out of the zone. Picked up by Morrissey. Morrissey trying to get it in along the near boards. White trying to pull that away. Puck into the near corner. Now that chipped. Samaro gets it all the way back. Penalty has expired, as that'll be picked up in along the near boards. 25 seconds left to go. Here in the second, racing back over to get to it is Mendel. Now coming in, Sweeney with it inside the Bloomfield-Birmingham zone. Sweeney into the near corner. Lily Amon marking her out into the slot and pulled away. Now headed the other direction. Samaro trying to hold it in is Sweeney. Sweeney gets it top of the near circle for Church. Church takes a shot. That covered up by Parker. 4.1 seconds left to go here in the second. 2-2 is our score. Face-off will be in the far face-off circle. That's going to be to Parker's right. Clark in to take the face-off. Samaro on the other side. That is to Parker's right. Puck into the far corner. 2 seconds, 1 second. And that will do it for the second. We're all knotted up at 2 apiece at the end of 2. What's on the line? Well, a trip to Saturday, 6 o'clock versus Grosse Pointe South, the number 1 seed in Division 1. This is the 8 seed Washtenaw United versus the 9 seed Bloomfield-Birmingham. That game will be at 6 o'clock on Saturday here at the Arctic Edge of Canton, as we will have 8 games for you on 8 games for you on Saturday. We want to thank Ben doing play-by-play on the other rink for us. We're very, very grateful for all his help. They'll resurface the ice here. We'll step away for a few moments, play a little bit of music, and then we'll be back for your third period action. You are listening to the Michigan Girls High School Hockey League playoffs here on Arbor Broadcasting. ice has been resurfaced, and Washtenaw United is sitting ready to come in the end door to our right. Waiting for the officials to come out onto the ice as they're closing the Zamboni door. Again, great crowd here. Lots of Bloomfield-Birmingham folks, lots of Washtenaw United folks. So it is great. This rink is full. This has the smaller of the two rinks as far as the actual seating goes, but it is as full as I've seen it. Bloomfield-Birmingham on the ice now. Washtenaw United comes out. Washtenaw United going from right to left here. Bloomfield-Birmingham going left to right here in this all-important third period. 2-2 is our score. A chance to advance to Saturday to take on Grosse Pointe South. 6 p.m. here at the Arctic Edge of Canton. That will be March 1st. How did we already get all the way through February? It has flown by, at least for me. I can't say for you, but little spring-like weather the other day. We're back closer to hockey weather, 38 degrees outside, but it's ruckus and going inside of here. Both squads, fans trying to get them fired up to get this big win. As both squads getting warmed up, and then 15 minutes up on the clock, getting ready for this third period. Both squads gathered around their coaching staffs, getting some last-moment instructions by a number of the players. The officials look like they're set here at the Arctic Edge of Canton. We have another game after this in this rink. The second game of the day has started in the other rink for the playoffs. Total of 5 games total today. We'll have one more after this, as that'll be Grosse Pointe North versus Livonia United. If you are looking for the other game, which is St. Mary SCA versus Walled Lake, that is going on right now. So just take a look to your right. You'll see the different games. You can select that one. Or scroll down if you're on the Michigan Girls High School Hockey League page on our website, and you can find each rink has its own player there. As that's coming in, Washtenaw United tips it. As that back in along the near boards, Milligan trying to get it out of the zone. As that's chipped right at the blue line. Now Gordon bringing it ahead. Gordon over center ice. Gordon has that poked away by Fulton. Now Gordon Milligan trying to bring it in. And puck right back into the neutral zone. Sweeney trying to fire it away. Good job to poke that by Ben Ezra. Now collected right at center. Grant trying to get to it. Now here comes Milligan. Milligan down the near boards. Milligan races over trying to get that away from Fulton. Puck right back to the blue line. Good job to hold it in by Schneider, but that shot blocked and comes all the way back to the blue line. Gordon trying to get to it. Now hold in as there's a shot that just goes high for Samaro. All the way in along the far boards. That'll slip right back into the Blackhawks' end as Gardner chases it into the far corner. Back behind the goal. Trying to pull that away is Sweeney now in along the near boards. Grant with it. And puck all the way across. Back to the far point. Seychelles holding it in. Collected. Now fired the back the other direction. As that was moved over there by Colissimo. Sent right back deep into the Bloomfield-Birmingham end. 3:41 left to go here in the third. 2-2 is our score. As that puck goes back to the far point. As racing ahead with it, Ben Ezra gets it into the Washtenaw United zone into the far corner. Icing called. Is racing back to try and get to that was Morrissey. That'll go back into the far circle. In the Bloomfield-Birmingham zone. They'll be to the left of Parker with 13:29 left to go here in the third. Knotted up at 2 apiece. Morrissey in to take the face-off for Bloomfield-Birmingham. Clark on the other side. Puck back to the blue line. Holding it in there. That's sent over to McCullough. McCullough with a shot. That's stopped by Parker. Moved into the near corner. Trying to feed it ahead. Morrissey trying to lift it. That held in by McCullough again. Goes right back behind Parker. Picked up back behind there. Church trying to get to it. Puck underneath the far circle. Comes all the way around. And that fired all the way back deep, racing back, trying to get to that was Woljan. Now, in high school, you can change on an icing. In college and professional, you cannot. So just in case you're wondering, high school, they can ice the puck to get a line change. 13:02 left to go here in the third. 2-2 is our score. Face-off is to the left of Parker. Samaro in to take the face-off. That versus White. Puck still on that far circle. Now picked up into the slot. Coming in Sweeney. Sweeney trying to get a shot away. Puck into the near corner. Spinning around with it. Trying to pull it away. Samaro. Puck into the far corner. Now puck outside the far circle, racing ahead with it. Here comes Bloomfield-Birmingham as that's Lily Amon. Lily Amon gains his own, top of the near circle. Lily Amon trying a wide angle shot that deflects, now lifted back in, up to the blue line, held in by Samaro, shot, and Tracy with the save. Samaro with a blast from the blue line, and Tracy able to see it through traffic and glove it. 12:30 left to go here in the third. 2-2 our score. Here from the Arctic Edge of Canton. All the games this season will be here, including the championship games. Samaro in to take the face-off. On the other side is Clark. Puck top of that near circle, now put back into the near corner. Racing over, trying to pull that away is Gordon. Puck still along the end boards, chipped outside the near circle. Trying to bring it over. Samaro, top of the near circle. Samaro goes high slot. Samaro, top of the far circle now. That puck outside the far circle into the far corner. Grant trying to dig that away. Puck into the far corner now, and that is going to be a tripping call coming up at 12:05. So tripping the call, and Grant goes into the box. That at 12:05. Well, both Bloomfield-Birmingham goals have come on the power play. Samaro to take the face off. Sweeney in along the far boards. Now that puck, Seychelles back behind their own goal. And puck underneath the near circle now controlled by Bloomfield-Birmingham. As Lily Amon sends it all the way across, top of the far circle. Sent back by Walters into the far corner. Now picked up by Samaro. Samaro back over. And top of the near circle for Lily Amon. Lily Amon outside the near circle. Lily Amon rolls around trying to find a open angle. Lily Amon with a blast. Saved by Tracy. 1:49 left to go on the power play for Bloomfield-Birmingham. 11:33 left to go here in the third. One of Washington United's goals was a shorthanded goal. They'd love to repeat that. Bloomfield-Birmingham would like to take the first lead of the game. Samaro in to take the face-off, near face-off circle again. Sweeney on the other side. Showing my age, a song from my youth, We Built This City. I doubt anyone under 20 has any idea what who Starship is, or Jefferson Airplane for that matter, but that's okay. They'll drop it again in the near face-off circle. That pulled underneath the circle. Gordon trying to get it away. Still digging, still poking away at it. In along the end boards now. Trying to pull that away. Samaro digging, trying to pull it out into the near corner. Samaro now coming top of the near circle. Into the high slot. Samaro onto the far circle. Shot there. That deflects into the near corner. As Lily Amon has it into the near corner. Gordon trying to pull it away from her. Lily Amon underneath the far circle. Lily Amon. Top of the far circle, now moves it to Samaro. Samaro high slot, gets it outside the near circle for Lily Amon. Lily Amon moves it. Samaro with a shot, and she scores. Samaro puts it in at 10:54. Samaro with the goal, Lily Amon with the assist, and it is 3-2. Bloomfield-Birmingham with their first lead of the game. And it is at an opportune time. It is in the third. Still plenty of time left. 10:54. Last two goals now. It's a two-goal run by Bloomfield-Birmingham. That puck into the far corner of the Bloomfield-Birmingham end, trying to centering attempt, comes into the near corner. Lily Amon trying to get it out of the zone. That slips down the near boards. Racing over Seychelles. Down the near boards, gets it back to the blue line, fired ahead by Fulton. That will be covered up by Tracy. 10:28 left to go. SHL has it back behind her own goal, fires it down the far boards. Church looking to get to it. And pulled away. Lily Amon sends it down the near boards. Racing back over to get to it is Brush outside the near circle. All the way back into the far corner. Picked up there by SHL. I think they said Lily Amon scored that one. I swear it was shot by Samaro, but that's okay. Officials have a better view of it. All the way back. Stop Parker covers it up. That faceoff will be in the Bloomfield-Birmingham zone. They have the lead 3-2 now. 9:57 left to go. Washtenaw United has had a one-goal lead up until now, or the game has been tied. Bloomfield-Birmingham would love to get another one here to make it difficult on Washtenaw United. Washtenaw United just wants to get tied up. Top of the far circle. Sweeney trying to get that shot away. Pull back into the neutral zone. Moved in along the near boards by Gordon. Now bringing it in. Sweeney. That tipped right back. All the way back. Coming ahead with it is Gardner into the near corner. And moved away by Gordon in along the near boards. Now bringing it ahead. Here comes Moraney. Down the far boards. White trying to get into the zone. Whistle. That's going to be offside. 9:29 left to go here in the third. 3-2. Bloomfield-Birmingham with the lead. Face-off is going to come in the far face-off circle just outside of the Bloomfield-Birmingham zone. As Clark in to take the face-off. Morrissey on the other side. Milligan out there for Washtenaw United as well. Comes on just a touch late. Now they're going to have Clark leave the face-off circle. Grant will come in versus Morrissey. So that puck down the near boards, tipped all the way back. Gathered up. Gordon fires it back deep into, well, trying to fire it back deep. That grab sent right back out into the neutral zone. Racing down with it, trying to get to it is Gordon. Right back behind her is Gardner. That puck in along the near boards, tipped back to the blue line for Washtenaw United. As they chip it ahead, Milligan with it at center ice. And pulled away the other direction. Fired by Gardner right back to the blue line. Gordon right out. Gardner has it. High slot. Gardner trying to get to it. Gordon in along the near boards. Gordon trying to lift it ahead. That slides all the way down the far boards. Lily Amon coming in for it. There's a collision as Clark goes down to the ice. Puck top of the near circle in the Bloomfield-Birmingham zone. That puck comes right back into the neutral zone now. Put back deep as that'll go right back behind the goal into the far corner. Lily Amon with it there. Sends it for a ride in along the near boards. Racing back to get it is Milligan. That down the near boards all the way back deep into the Washtenaw United zone. That'll be icing. At 8:26, they'll come right back into the Bloomfield-Birmingham end. 3-2, Bloomfield-Birmingham with the lead. Face-off in their own zone in the near face-off circle. That's going to be to Parker's right. Looks like Clark in to take the face-off for Washtenaw United. Samaro on the other side. That puck in along the near boards, trying to pull that away. Comes back to the near point. Now high slot. White trying to get to it then in along the end board or in along the far boards. Picked up. Here comes Samaro. Samaro racing ahead with it. So still trying to get in front. Samaro coming in with it as that puck shot into the near corner. Hand raised as there's going to be a power play coming up at 8:06. As holding into the box goes Church. At 8:06, Bloomfield-Birmingham with another power play. It's that puck. Top of the near circle now, poked by Grant in along the near boards. Pull back, coming ahead with it, coming down. Here comes Sweeney. Sweeney brings it into the zone. Sweeney has it poked away but gets it back. Sweeney trying to move it into the slot. That puck, top of the near circle now, slips back into the neutral zone down the near boards. Bringing ahead, Colosimo with it. And then right back ahead, here comes Grant. Grant racing down the far boards. Grant gains the Bloomfield-Birmingham zone. Grant trying to feed it into the slot. That comes into the far corner. Trying to pull it away. Lily Amon with it. Lily Amon back behind her own goal. Lily Amon down the far boards. She ends up down on the ice. Hollers from both sides, both fan bases. Puck tipped back into the far corner by Gordon. Picked up, fired all the way ahead by Samaro. Racing back, trying to get to it is Ben Ezra. There's a shot. Tracy with a save and another shot and a score. Bloomfield-Birmingham takes the 2-goal lead as that shot was put in by Colosimo. That at 7:06, another power play goal. I believe they have all been power play goals for Bloomfield-Birmingham. Four to 2. Bloomfield-Birmingham with the lead. And now timeout called by Washtenaw, I believe. They want to talk things over as they had a 1-goal lead to start off the game. Then Bloomfield-Birmingham tied it up. So that was Washington United with a goal, 10 minutes left in the first, as that goal was by Milligan. And then that was the lead until the second. In the second, Bloomfield-Birmingham scored on the power play, as that was a goal by Samaro, that at the 6:25 mark. Then it was a shorthanded goal by Sweeney. Washtenaw United scored at 3:38 in the second. Then right back at 3:01, it was a goal. That one by Samaro. So that is her second goal, right? Samaro, there we go. Yes, that was her second goal. At 3:01, we were tied. Then it was a power play goal in the third. Samaro with the hat trick, although I think they said they thought it was Lily Amon who got that goal. That at the 10:54 mark here of the third, and then at 7:04, power play goal by Bloomfield-Birmingham, as that was put in by Colosimo. 4-2 is the score here. Face off right at center. Coming down the near boards, trying to feed it at is Gardner. Picked up by McCullough. Puck down the far boards. Now trying to bring it in outside the far circle. That's sent right back behind the Bloomfield-Birmingham goal into the near corner. Sent along, top of the near circle. Now chipped back right to the near point. Trying to hold it in. That slips past. Racing back to get it is Seychel. Seychel down the far boards over center ice. Seychel gains his own for Washtenaw United. There's a shot that grabbed it. Parker covers it up. 6:34 left to go here in the third. 4-2. Bloomfield-Birmingham with the lead over last year's state champs. Washtenaw United was in D2 last year. They're D1 this year. Face-off in the far face-off circle. Sweeney in to take the face-off. Samaro over there, bringing it down the near board. Samaro trying to bring it ahead. Samaro over the blue line, over center ice. Samaro gains his own. There's a shot. Tracy with the save. Tracy way out of the crease by the inner corner of the far circle. She's able to cover that up. 6:23 left to go here in the third. 2-goal lead by Bloomfield-Birmingham. Biggest lead of either of these teams all game long. Face-off, that to Tracy's right in the far face-off circle. Chipped by Grant in along the far boards. Pulled back by Ben Ezra. Trying to dig it out of that into the far corner. Schroeder trying to pull it out there. And puck all the way back to the far point. Now comes in along the near boards. Picking it up, trying to fire it ahead is Mandel. Right back to center ice. Coming in. Here comes Sweeney. Sweeney with a rocket blast. That tipped into the near corner. Gathered up down the near boards. As that back into the neutral zone. Schroeder with it. Schroeder trying to avoid pressure from Ben Ezra. Now right back. Ben Ezra chasing it outside the far circle. Ben Ezra has that tipped away back over there by Sweeney. Now Schroeder trying to dig it off of that far board into the far corner. Sweeney goes back behind her own goal from the far side to the near side. Sweeney moves it down the near boards and fired ahead by Honer. Knocked down, coming in, top of the far circle. There's a shot. Tracy with a save. I believe that was Samaro who took that shot and ended up in the far corner. It was. 5:29 left to go here in the third. 4-2. Bloomfield-Birmingham with the lead. We're about 29 seconds away from being 2/3 of the way through this third period. Clark in to take the face-off. Samaro on the other side in the far face-off circle. No, excuse me. Forgive me. That is Randall on the face-off circle. Saw the 20, thought it was a 0, not a 5. Coming down the near board. Seychel trying to get it out of the zone. Racing ahead with it. Here comes Church. Church gains his own. Church. Top of the near circle. Church makes a move. Shot there. Is knocked away by Parker into the near corner. Conrad at the near point trying to hold it in. Conrad. That comes high slot. Now picked up back over there. Clark with a shot. That comes all the way wide into the near corner. Morrissey trying to get it out of the zone. Held in by Conrad. Conrad trying to fire it right out. Parker with the save. Church out on the far circle. Backhanded shot. Parker another save with it. Puck underneath that far circle. Now right back behind the goal. Trying to feed it in front. That puck all the way back to Conrad. Conrad with the blast. That got blocked. Now gathering it in along the near board. Seychel comes into the zone. Seychel, top of the near circle. Seychel into the slot with the shot. Saved by Parker. That comes outside the far circle. Stop there as White has it. Now trying to fire it back deep as Seychel. Saved there by Parker. That comes into the near corner. Blasted as that'll go all the way down the ice. That'll be icing. And head back the other direction as Lily Amon blasting it. But that gives Bloomfield-Birmingham a chance to change. Get a line change with 4:21 left to go. 4-2. Bloomfield-Birmingham with the lead. Exciting game so far. Face-off in the near face-off circle. Grant in to take the face-off. Samaro on the other side. Puck into the far corner. Samaro has it back behind her own goal. Samaro into the far corner. Samaro now shifts from the far side, trying to get it that poked away. Puck into the near corner, controlled by Sweeney. Sweeney underneath the near circle, trying to fire it out in front. That comes all the way outside the far circle. Schroeder trying to put it back as that's lifted all the way down the ice. 4 minutes left to go here. That should be icing, and it will be. Head right back into the Bloomfield-Birmingham zone. 3:54 left to go. We'll keep our eye on the goal down to our right as seems like every year people start to pull the goalie early and early. Face-off in the far face-off circle. And that wasn't a comment directed towards the Michigan Girls High School Hockey League, really all over the place. Even the NHL, they start to pull goalies early and earlier. It used to be a minute left when you would do that. All the way back as Schroeder has it at center ice. Schroeder at her own blue line. Schroeder feeds it down the far boards. Conrad trying to get to it. Now pulled back. Racing in. That brought in and fired by Samaro. And puck right at the high slot. Now racing ahead. Tipped away from Sweeney. Controlled. Firing it down the far boards was Honer. Now here comes Grant over center ice. Grant over to Sweeney down the near board. Sweeney trying to chip it. Loose and fired all the way down the ice. 3:20 left to go. That'll be a shot on goal. Tracy moves it over to White. White coming down the far boards. White trying to lift it ahead. That puck down. Church racing ahead with it. Church gains his own. Church outside the far circle. Trying to get passed back over there. I believe that was Walters trying to knock it away. Puck underneath the near circle. All the way back. Shot there by Gordon. Knocked down. Coming the other direction. Fired all the way back by Walters. That'll go. Top of the far circle. Shot there. As glove save by Tracy. 2:50 left to go. That was a blast by Ben Ezra. 2:50 left to go here in the third. 4-2. Bloomfield-Birmingham with the lead. Face-off in the Washtenaw United zone in the near face-off, or in the far face-off circle, excuse me. Clark in to take the face-off. Morrissey on the other side. Puck into the far corner. Seychel trying to get it out of there. Now White gifts it back into the neutral zone, racing ahead with it. And puck will be onto the far circle, control back there. Lily Amon with it. In along the near boards. Lily Amon trying to dig it out of the end boards. And pull back. As trying to feed it out in front was Gordon. Puck. McCullough has it in along the neutral zone. Now that back deep into the Washtenaw United zone. 2:24 left to go. Seychel has it. Right back behind her own goal. Now trying to come in along the near boards. Church chases it into the near corner. And pulled away. Lifted. Now trying to fire it back deep. And picked up back as that's Wolgin with it. Here comes White over center ice. White gaining the zone. White top of the near circle. White goes into the near corner with it. And dug out of there, right back into the neutral zone. Conrad chases it back. There goes the goalie. 1:50 left to go. Tracy goes to the bench for the extra attacker. That chipped away back in the Washtenaw United end. Now that brought ahead by Seychelles. Seychelles gets it down in along the near boards. Racing in is Sweeney. Sweeney outside the near circle. Sweeney taking a shot that goes all the way outside the far circle with it. Chipped is Grant trying to hold it in back into the neutral zone. Fired right back in. Washtenaw United has to touch up as that puck into the near corner it goes. All the way back to the near point, held in there by Conrad, and 1 minute, 21 seconds left to go. It's going to come back into the Washtenaw United end. Face-off will be in the near face-off circle. Tracy back in. As soon as Washtenaw United gets it out of the zone, you assume Tracy's going to go to the bench if they get it out of the zone. Samaro in to take the face-off. Sweeney on the other side, puck to the near point. Lily Amon has it outside the near circle. And Lily Amon trying to move it around the boards. Gordon back behind her own goal. 1 minute, 9 seconds left to go. Puck into the near corner. And pulled around by Sweeney. Sweeney trying to get it away from Samaro. Puck on the edge of the near circle. 1 minute left to go. Schroeder gets it down the far boards. Now here comes, racing ahead with it, is Milligan. Milligan, who had the first goal of the game outside the near circle, as the goalie pulled again to our right. As Gordon trying to keep it in. Now here's a foot race as racing back. Washtenaw United, there's a shot, as that was Ben Ezra who just missed the goal outside the far circle. Brought ahead. Ben Ezra trying to get to it. Now racing down the near boards. Milligan trying to pull that away as Lily Amon ends up crashing into Clark right on the near boards. 24 seconds left to go. As that face-off is going to be in the near face-off circle. Nope, they're going to bring it into the Bloomfield-Birmingham zone. Timeout called. As Bloomfield-Birmingham wants to talk it over. It's not impossible to get 2 goals in 24 seconds, but it's certainly not easy. Washtenaw United wants to talk things over. Bloomfield-Birmingham wants to solidify their defense and make sure that they have things the way they want them. So both of these squads have played very well. Washtenaw United with a 1-goal lead twice. Bloomfield-Birmingham with the 2-goal lead now. That's the most important. So it will take a Herculean effort for Washtenaw United to come back in 24 seconds. Never say never. So both squads talking this over. What's on the line? A trip to face Grosse Pointe South, 6 o'clock here on Saturday, the 1st of March. Here at Arctic Edge of Canton. Face-off in the near face-off circle. They could really use, if Washtenaw United's going to come back, they could really use a goal off the face-off. Whereas Bloomfield-Birmingham would love to get an empty net goal just to solidify this and not have to worry the last few moments. It's a little Who playing here. Teenage Wasteland. Face-off in the near face-off circle. That's Samaro taking the face-off versus Sweeney. That puck high slot. Seychelles holds it in. That comes right back behind. 17 seconds left to go. Battle for the puck in the far corner. Controlled by Washtenaw United. Back to the far point. Seychelles with the shot there. 10 seconds left to go. Puck in along the end boards. Trying to fire it out in front. Comes onto the far circle with 5 seconds left to go. Puck deflects. 2 seconds. 1 second. As Bloomfield-Birmingham has pulled off the upset in the 8 versus 9 game. As Bloomfield-Birmingham will advance. They win 4-2. They will play Grosse Pointe South, 6 o'clock on Saturday, March 1st. We'll have that game right here on ArborBroadcasting.com. Congratulations to both teams for their effort and all of their hard work all season long. I want to thank my camera person, Megan Wiseman. My name is Mark Wiseman. We will be right back with the Grosse Pointe North Livonia United game coming up. And that should be at, it was originally going to be 7:30, but that'll probably be just a bit later. Thank you, and have a great rest of your evening, folks.